So, do you think you have a superpower? In fact, you do. Your superpower is linked to your Jupiter placement. Some people call this the planet of luck. This is where the universe doubles down for you. Why is this? Well, it's because Jupiter is how we can most easily expand ourselves. And our expansion is the universe's expansion. So it's a win-win. Now, a lot of things you'll read talk about not overdoing it because Jupiter is also the planet of excess. And wherever you have a lot of power, it might be so exciting to overdo it. I don't think overdoing it is super common, although becoming a supervillain is always a possibility. The reason it isn't super common to overdo it is because this area is where there's a lot of nobility. It's the most noble of the masculine planets. Unlike the Sun and Mars, which are much more selfish kinds of masculine energy, Jupiter is where we help others and we feel good about ourselves by helping others. So spiritually, is it the chicken or the egg? Are we helping ourselves? Are we helping others? Well, it's a circle. One side feeds into the other. And this is where we realize that we're all connected. Oh, how happy. Now for supervillains, because the world is set up for men to express their masculine energy more, I would suspect that it's easier for a man to be a supervillain with their excessive Jupiter energy. But with the world changing, it's becoming easier and easier for women to express this masculine side of themselves. Jupiter energy is something that anyone in your life can experience from you, not just reserved for your home life. It's your philosophy, your views about religion, how money comes to you in life, travel, your higher learning. And more common than becoming a supervillain and overdoing your excessive Jupiter energy is to underdo it. Wah, wah. So if somebody has depression all their life and they're just unhappy, definitely take a look at your Jupiter energy and see if you're really putting a lot towards that, because this gives you meaning. And it's really hard to be depressed and unhappy when your life is meaningful. Jupiter is the most positive planet. Yay! That's why I'm smiling. It has the power to change your life because it changes you. It changes the way that you see things, that you view things, your perspective, and then it changes your actions through that change of perspective. It is literally the expansion of our consciousness as well as the whole universe's consciousness. Jupiter gives us that sense of positivity and wonder, that newness, that anything is possible, that dreams come true, that good conquers evil, and that there's a point to all of this. Because we are nearing the generational planets, Jupiter changes about every year. Your house is just as important as your sign. So when I'm going through these videos, make sure to watch the video that is for your house as well. So if you have the 4th house, for instance, definitely watch the Jupiter in Cancer video. Jupiter is very important not only for philosophy, but also for your career, because it's really hard to have a career because it takes up so much of your time if you are not motivated in that area. So linking your career with your Jupiter gives you that sense of like, I'm doing something great for the world. Because remember, this is your highest expression of masculine, noble energy, the outer world expression. Now, one last caveat before we get into this. If your South Node is linked to your Jupiter placement, this can get a little tricky because are you heading towards it or are you heading away? Well, remember for you that this has to be more nuanced. You are having to find that needle in the haystack and finding the pros and cons, when and where you should express your North Node energy and when and where you should express your Jupiter energy. They're going to be opposites. You're looking for a sense of balance, finding that perfect little sweet spot, discovering the positives and negatives of both sides of the coin. This kind of attitude is also true if you have Jupiter's sign and house as opposites. So get out your yoga mats and let's get started. And Jupiter in Libra, you have the superhero gift of partnership. Whether it be in a couple or in a team, you know how to share the spotlight with somebody else, and you can teach others about how to share. You see the real value in letting somebody else shine, and you really only like to shine when other people want you to shine, because otherwise it just feels kind of icky. You really love the idea of creating balance in the world. And this is in everything: philosophy, religion, spirituality. You're probably somebody that believes in karma. You help somebody you barely know. This just adds to your philosophy of teamwork. We're all in it together. It's easy for you to see both sides to things. And actually, I would say more than both sides, I would say all sides. You don't like to see the world in black and white, but it's all that gray area. You take it upon yourself to try to teach everybody else about how to see the other point of view, to be less dogmatic, more open-minded about your ideas and your beliefs. You like to learn from all different people about their philosophies. And you really don't see a point of having one religion or one viewpoint. That all of these viewpoints together makes the world a much more interesting place, which is why this position is usually a lover and creator of art. This is an artist placement. One of your goals is to make the world a more beautiful place, for everyone to help each other, and for everyone to walk in each other's shoes more often. With a Jupiter in Libra, you are probably a great friend and listener, and one of your superpowers is charming, being around other people. You just are someone that people like being around. Now, you have a strong desire to help people that are, let's say, selfish, guarded, isolated, people that are afraid to really open up to others. There's a superhero ability to be the friend that people can bounce their emotions off of. You're someone who's going to listen and you're going to be calm and you can hear everything that they're feeling and you'll try to help them to see that that team spirit can actually make for a happier life. Isolated people seem to be drawn to you, like you have the answer, and you kind of do. So you might be like, why are all these only children coming around? For a Jupiter in Libra, money is usually linked to partnerships, joint ventures, and you're good with money, but you might be overspending because of that love of art and everything beautiful. But because of that desire for balance, eventually this placement starts to weigh things out and live much more within their means. So be the hero you were meant to be and watch the ripple effect of positivity that it creates in your life. Hope you loved the video and subscribe.